www.cp.crosscompute.com. In terms of reading the docs, we've been working on the framework, which was one part of the automation system, the analytics automation system. And for the config file, there's parameters that we currently support, followed by the future specification that we're not finished yet. And you can't pip install yet, it's not up on PyPy, but perhaps by the end of the week once we've finished. Okay. So if you wanted to try out these current versions of the examples and framework, like I said, it's not on PyPy yet. So here's how you'd get set up with it. So we'll clone the repository. We're on the 0.9 branch, but I think they're synced at the moment with develop. Doesn't really matter. You want to clone the examples. And then let's install the current package. So like I said, we haven't split out the views yet. As soon as we set out the views, we can put it up on PyPy. And we have our examples. All right. Okay, so now let's, another thing that we haven't done yet is update the Jupyter Lab extensions to CrossCompute. We'll have that finished perhaps by the end of the month. Currently the extensions are linked to the old version of the framework 0.8. So there's an issue with collaborative mode right now. I think sometimes it overwrites some files. So we won't launch collaborative mode at the moment. All right, so you see the code for our examples. Let me pull up the server. So we fleshed out our command line tool so that it's a little bit more descriptive. So before in 0.8, the command line tool was just a skeleton to access the API. In this version, we've gone back to the philosophy of 0.7, which has our self-contained server in it, so that people can test out before they deploy to the production version of CrossCompute. Some new options: you can specify a base URI in case you're serving under a subpath. So the options we're going to use today, well, actually we can just do simple CrossCompute, but actually let's we need to run setup. The setup is not automated yet. We still have to run the setup manually. And I think there's also a matplotlib dependency in one of the reports. So So we'll get set up automated, but once all the packages are set up, you can just run CrossCompute. It'll find the config file in the folder. And it's running in the background. You can disable that so that it only serves but for now it's running. So to review, step 1, we installed the package. Step 2, any dependencies, which later on we'll automate that, but for now, and then just run CrossCompute. It'll find the config file and start running the batches. So a couple of definitions. What's the batch? So let's start. There's 5 example reports here. Let's start with the first one, randomize histograms. So you can find that example on GitHub on CrossCompute examples, reports, randomize, histograms. The config file is here in automate YAML. So you can see on the left the preview of the report. This is a live preview. Just to demonstrate it's a live preview, I'm going to change the report template. So look over here. Save that. So you see it's live update here. The styles are also live, and this is Markdown. You can repeat some of the variables. If you inspect, the variable name is also the class, so that you can style that element in your CSS. So you can see the class of it is histogram1d, which is the variable name. So let's say I wanted to make this image 100% width, then I could update the histogram1d and make the width 100%. Save that. Let's check. So there has been an issue where Firefox caches the styles. Chrome doesn't do that. Let's just double check if that's what's happening here. Yep. So Firefox caches the styles. I think we need to send a no cache header, so we'll probably add that today. But for now, so now when I save this again, it should go back. Yeah, so this is live. So this way, this is an improvement over the previous version, which didn't actually update the, oh, hello, if you have a question, please ask in the chat, and welcome. So anyhow, what I've been showing is the how to set up the examples on your machine. So if you want to just start off, oh, the maps, you're going to need to export a mapbox token. So let me just get that. Some more nice things about the command line terminal. We've added the verbose option if you want to see everything that's going on. Yeah, so we've added this new view called the PyDeck screen grid view. Let me just see if it comes out properly. Oh wait, I think I didn't export the token. Give me a second. Reload. Okay, so we have our mapbox map in the background. So this is the new screen grid, PyDeck screen grid view we added. So you can add this to your reports now. All you need to do is specify your view as PyDeck screen grid, map PyDeck screen grid. So just to prove that this is live, I'm going to change the base map here. So it's refreshing right now because I think it's running the scripts. If you don't want it to run the scripts in the background, you can have it just serve. But let's just show that this is live. V9, so we change the base map to satellite. So we have a satellite base map. Any other things that we want to show? Oh, this new batch configuration. So we have our input variables and we have our output variables. So these are the input variables to your script and these are the output variables from your script. So you're telling it in the config file how to render the view. And it'll iterate through each batch that's defined in your CSV. So let me just show the CSV. So the CSV has 4 rows. If we add another row, it'll add a 5th batch. And this is also same kind of formatting. So you can see it's live. You see it's updated on the left. Save it again, it'll disappear. What else? Yeah, so that's about it on the new features. You also see the paint letters example works too. So different core requests based on the frequency of each letter in the problem.